Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons The Second Age. How are we all?
Oh.
Great.
Good.
What's that noise?
It's just me being weird.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Ow.
So,
Are you
Yeah,
like
that's my-
Stitch?
Yeah, that's
No,
my
that
Stitch
sounds like
impression.
Stitch.
Do you like it?
apparently so.
Great.
Before we jump into tonight's game, does anyone want to remind me of exactly what it is that happened last time?
I made a scene. That's
Minnie
what
dropped
happened.
things on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did drop things on
I
the
mean, that
floor.
did happen last time too, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I need to clean up my desk. There's just too much. I move something and everything falls.
Yeah, that's
To be
amazing.
fair, I'm having problems with
Yeah.
my desk because
But
I
yeah,
keep catching my
let's-
headphone cable on thing.
Last time on Second Age.
Last time on Saturday, I made a
Previously.
scene.
uh,
You
quite a hell of a
did.
But that wasn't the first thing that happened, because we started having been revealed there'd been a robbery.
Indeed.
There's been a
While
murder.
we were asleep, there'd been a robbery.
yes.
We failed
And
the
a
one
necklace
job
that
we-
Elizabeth had previously seen, but no one else was aware of, was now missing.
Yep.
There was some CSI shit happened. There was crime scene investigation, but without any of the useful things that modern criminal investigation science can bring.
You have literal magic.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
we have
but
magic.
but we don't have fingerprints.
No, but
Fingerprint
Look, we don't need
analysis
to
would
get
have made
into
that so much easier. Anyway.
That's assuming that there were fingerprints there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Magic.
Regardless.
If
Yeah,
it's
anyway,
magic, there's
so
no
we did some
fingerprints.
investigations. We like asked around, and we found out some very weird things. We found out exactly what the necklace was, which was, I don't remember the name of it, but it was some weird pseudo not real magic item which everyone claims to have, but you'd actually kind of don't want to have because it's super evil.
Yes.
That's the summary.
Does anyone
Unless that's
remember
what you
what it was
actually-
called?
No,
Yes,
I
I have
don't.
it written down.
The black
Give me 2 seconds.
opal?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I
that
think it
sounds
was.
right.
Yeah, the black opal.
Cool.
It was like a heart of some creature, or at least
And-
supposedly.
Yeah. And that wasn't even the weirdest thing. Because the weirdest thing was, after questioning some guards over who they'd seen, apparently they'd seen Elizabeth at 2 a.m.
Yep.
But Elizabeth was asleep.
Done.
So how the
done.
fuck did that happen?
And then Elizabeth put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, Elizabeth put 2 and 2 together and panicked, and while the crew went to go and question the Smallbrooks, Elizabeth tried and failed to sneak off, and then ran off, leading to rather elaborate shenanigans of, that's not the real Elizabeth, when actually it was. She was just panicking and didn't know what to do and wanted to solve the problem on her own, and then everyone was like, shit, there's a doppelganger. They were running around
Yep.
raising the alarm.
I,
Elizabeth got
like-
no response from the historian girl who she'd been talking to, who she now suspected of copying her, which just freaks her out more. She asked randomly all over the town, eventually got caught. There was lots of shenanigans trying to establish it was actually Elizabeth.
Yeah, I like hog tackled you to the ground. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that was the
You
whole thing.
regularly tackled me to the ground, and then I got dog tackled.
It was,
There
yeah,
was tears, there was
full police
bondage, there was
takedown.
Sensual waterboarding. It was
There
wild.
was consensual waterboarding.
I still hate that we're calling it that. I just want to throw that out
I
there.
am right there with you, Jayla.
Well, admittedly, it's not a very accurate description, but I like it anyway.
Oh. To
Consensual
be honest, it wouldn't have been as
waterboarding.
weird to me if she wasn't also tied up at the time, but there you go.
I mean, it's still weird. Like,
It's still...
It was weird no matter what.
Yeah.
we
but
could not
anyway.
make that situation not weird.
So yeah, it is the real Elizabeth. She's not actually a doppelganger, but that's basically all we did because I wasted everyone's time by panicking. But then we ended the session with going to a fancy restaurant to unwind.
Well, there's one small step that we did before that.
Oh, was
which-
there?
Well, we went by the Smallbrooks
Oh yeah, we
Uh,
did do that in the end.
because we learned about
Yeah, and you pseudo threatened them.
well, you call it a threat. I just call it like I know more than you might think I do.
It was low key blackmail as much
Yeah.
as you can.
It's fine.
Like, that was a straight threat.
So,
Low-key blackmail.
It's fine. But
A threat that wasn't intended as a threat, but is 100% a threat.
my question is, do you remember why you went to the Small Brooks?
well, we wanted to. Well, first we wanted to talk to them because we had the. Well, first off, we had the weird these. We learned about the meeting, or like, oh, what was it? There was this black coach that showed up like a month ago, just in the dark, and we also learned that at around the same time, presumably the exact same time, the Small Brooks cancelled their social activity or mingling in order to receive guests, which yeah, it was kind of weird because everything combined was a little suspicious, and then
Yeah.
on top of that we also had Felt was the one that
Yes.
like uncovered like the paper trail that was like there's no it's called grave. I'm not sure what it is called.
Tomb.
Tomb.
There's no memorial inside the mausoleum or whatever it is that.
So it was paid for, and it's not been built.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't exist.
Which is highly suspicious.
Which
Indeed.
also means that there's a fair chance that the
He's
brother
still
that
alive.
everybody presumed dead might be alive and might not have been a dude.
The dead is walking.
Dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with them.
So yeah,
Indeed.
they were at a fancy restaurant when what happens to pass by? A series of black coaches leaving the town.
Two black carriages. Yes.
Two black coaches.
Which, well, honestly, I think we're gonna have to break off our dinner. We're gonna have to pay early.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice and relaxing evening, but no work.
No,
Gotta
when
work,
when
man.
do we ever get a full relaxing evening these days?
Never.
Literally never.
We'll
Evil
get there.
never rests, so neither can we.
Except for 8 hours a day. to regain
Except
our
for 8 hours a day,
to regain our health slot.
because otherwise we start to die.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, we were in the restaurant,
Yes.
or well, we were near the window at least.
Yes.
It's
So
a good thing we decided to sit near the window.
we resume with Arya pointing at these rapidly receding coaches as they disappear down the street towards the town square.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go after these. I'm the slowest. I'll pay. I'll deal with our tab here, and you guys can go after
Okay.
or try and follow.
I mean, we don't have horses, do we?
Not with you.
Not with us. Hmm.
you're gonna have to, yeah, do your best to keep up.
Gonna have to run.
Well,
Run
at least,
fast. Nope, I can't summon my steed fast. Never mind.
if-
Well, that depends. Were those coaches absolutely storming down the road, or were they just moving at a normal like we're traveling through a town? Okay.
They were moving at high speed, but not like flat out.
well, if anything, we'll have fresh trail once if they leave the town.
Yeah, and I mean, we have Lyra. She could probably keep up
But yeah,
with them.
we should get going now because
Yeah.
every second is a second they get further away.
All right,
let's go.
Shoo.
I guess
I'll,
let's.
I'll try follow you.
Yeah.
After I deal with our tab.
Fly, you fools!
Okay.
Come on.
So you spring into action. How are you doing this?
I guess Lyra and I will just straight up like try to follow them.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a crowd.
Nope.
is it too
It's
late in the
late
evening?
evening. It's like
Alright,
9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Sun's long set. Most people have vacated the streets.
Just a thought though. Maybe we should make it super painfully obvious we're running after this coach.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, we should
Like-
or should not?
Should
Should
not.
Okay,
No,
I heard
well-
should, and I was like, wait, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not-
try to do it, but not in a way that's super obvious.
Okay.
It's okay. We just
So
left something at the tavern.
you can go flat out, or you can go at a normal pace and go stealthily. Which are you doing?
Both.
That's not an option.
Damn it. I mean, I guess stealthily, because I don't really want to get caught.
Okay. So, make me a stealth check to remain hidden in the shadows. Okay.
Yep. It's still not a great stealth roll.
It's pretty good.
It's
So,
not good for me.
That's not a great stealth roll. 24.
so, how fast are the rest of you following? Bearing in mind that when Arya and Lyra are just like flat out running, they're faster than all of you.
Yeah, is there a okay, there's more than one exit to the city, I'd imagine. For like
Oh
carts and
yes,
stuff.
yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And it's I would also guess that based on the way that they're traveling, it's not like they seem to be headed for a particular way of leaving.
Not particularly. You know that from the town square, probably North Road is the fastest way out of the city. Seeing as that's like the main entry and exit from the city.
Yeah, because like I don't want to fuck up Arya's plan to be all stealthy and shit, but I also just want to kind of run.
Let's think
Oh,
about it,
important question as well. I know you guys are all out for dinner. You've not got any of your gear, have you?
We are finely dressed in non-combat gear, I assume.
Shit.
Arya always wears her armor, so.
I guess I wouldn't have even. Oh fuck, that's bad. Do I even have my
Jayla.
sword? I don't even have my sword. God damn it!
Oh no.
Oh, that's bad. That's not great, huh?
You can have my concealed dagger.
I can punch a little bit. I'm assuming you're not allowed to have a sword when you go to a fancy dinner place.
Probably not.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
But I assume I would bring the bag of holding with me because, well,
Yeah.
valuables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, could you enter that, sir? I'd just like to search your bag, please.
It's like that's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. I've got okay.
Quick decisions, because otherwise you're going to get left behind.
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
to.
Go. Sorry.
I just want to keep Arya in sight. I don't necessarily want to keep the coach in sight because I trust that she's going to keep that in sight. So if I can stay,
Okay.
as long as I can see Arya and where she's gone, like I can sort of transition between looking inconspicuous and running quickly if the coach
Okay.
is out of sight.
Make a perception
Yeah, I
check.
think-
Arya has disappeared entirely.
Wow. Oh,
Shit.
great.
I totally saw this happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try to stay farther back to maybe not be noticed by the coach, but still trying to follow it.
Okay. So, but by the time you get like outside the restaurant, the coach is like maybe 250 feet down the road. Like it's a decent distance away from you.
Sorry, are we? Hold on. I'm forgetting where exactly we are in the city. We're in the noble district.
You're in the noble district, yes.
We are in the noble district.
We wanted
And
to
that
show
is-
off a little.
That is not where the town square is.
No.
Okay.
Basically, there are 5 or 6 major roads that lead off from the town square.
Okay.
One of which does lead to the noble district, but the way you are currently, you're sort of well into the maze of manor houses and built up areas. That you're going to have to sort of follow it through the streets for a short while before it gets anywhere.
Right. I kind of want to take the gamble and try to see if I can just head to the town square and...
I mean, if we know of any shortcuts, we could try and get there first.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna outpace a thing. Just, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna run after it, but like not be right up on wherever Arya is. Not that I can see her probably at
Nope.
this point. But
Okay, so you're running.
yeah,
Okay.
staying a little like further back, so probably not a full out sprint. But well, no, it's going fast, so fuck it. Yeah, just sprint that shit.
Okay, so you're sprinting.
Sorry, Arya. I hope I don't fuck up your plan.
Yeah, you know, well, I'm faster than you anyway, so.
Yeah, so you'll probably catch up first.
Okay, so you start legging it towards the coaches. As you start to sort of like, because going at a flat out sprint, you start to outpace even like how quickly they're going. They accelerate, and before you guys can even get maybe 100 feet down the road, this thing accelerates off. Those of you who don't have dark vision, it disappears into the darkness. Those of you who do have dark vision, it rounds a corner at high speed and disappears.
Hmm.
Or both coaches do, in fact.
I don't think
So
that was
great.
the plan. Well, I don't know where Arya is, so I guess I try and catch up to Kelariis and be like, what now?
I was kind of hoping it would take a little longer for them to perhaps think that Yeah, I'll admit that was pretty stupid. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, because I didn't... Yeah. I mean... Wait, do either of us have dark vision?
Nope.
Or is it...
Nope.
Fuck. In my head, I was like, Elizabeth...
I can't see in the dark.
Just kidding. Okay, that was... I don't know why I thought you had dark vision.
Nope, I don't have dark vision. I can just hold my breath for a really long time and float.
Okay.
That's my racial ability.
In the meantime, Grim, between the four of you, you're only halfway through dinner, so probably about 5 gold for your tab.
Oh, that's too bad for a noble meal.
Yeah. Okay, so you slam down 5 gold, burst out of the doors, look up and down the street, and probably about like 120 feet in one direction is Kelariis and Elizabeth just sort of stopped.
Yeah, I guess Elizabeth's probably just turns to Kelariis going, I don't suppose you saw her at when, did you?
I kind of just give a look like, really?
She just
Well-
shrugs us like, you wasn't further forward than me.
Arya, what are you doing at this point?
What are the coaches doing?
They've disappeared off around the corner.
Can I get up on top of a building? Would it give me a better vantage point
Vantage point for what?
to see where it went?
You can certainly try.
Okay, can I try?
Okay. Buildings around here, they're fairly tall. Give me...
Athletics?
Yeah, give me an athletics check with disadvantage, because probably the nearest building is probably fenced off to stop people sort of like jumping over the wall and stuff. So,
Wow.
nope. So,
I mean, can I Misty Step?
you won't get you anywhere. It's not
Damn.
not bleh. Probably more than 30 feet tall.
Yeah, I tried that trick.
So you sort of start clambering up a wall, only to find that it's covered in spikes, and you've basically run out of handholds before you can even get anywhere.
Can I track the carriage? I know that's
Well,
probably gonna be really hard.
I imagine that it's going to be tricky in a city, but
Yeah.
this is very notable. And I'm guessing there's a night watch at the gates. So if we can just go to the gates, find out which one they went through, maybe we can track them from there. Because dirt roads
Assuming
might
they
be.
left the city.
Well, if they didn't, that's information on its own.
So where are you
Well,
headed?
I suggest we head to the nearest gate.
That would be up North Road past the tavern.
Excuse me. If somebody wants to, no, I guess that won't get you there fast enough. Well, I was gonna say I can make somebody run faster if they want to go ahead, but that'll only help you for about a minute. Basically, I can cast haste on somebody if somebody really wants to try to speed up to the gate.
I mean, I
Oh,
could try. I don't know how effective that would be.
I think
Well-
now that we've lost the coach, might be a bit late.
Actually, if we keep on, keep a jog on whilst we go to the, head towards the nearest gate, and, say, wouldn't you be able to locate an object, like a big, massive black coach? If we do, wait,
I don't think I have locate object prepped, but I have, I can locate creature, but the thing is that we don't know who or...
I don't think creature's specific enough.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, you didn't see who was driving the coach, did you?
I didn't. Yeah, I don't have... Unfortunately, I don't have locate... I don't have the ability to locate objects at the moment. Which sucks!
That sucks so much.
Because I was gonna prep it for tomorrow!
Oh. Well, I guess we'll head to the gates.
Okay.
Unless somebody else has any other suggestions.
No.
Like maybe splitting up to multiple gates, but
Okay. So you at a brisk jog arrive at the North Gate in maybe 30 minutes. It's quite a long way on foot. You get there, and yes, indeed, there is a night watch, and as is usual at night, the gates are closed to most traffic.
Hmm.
how long does it take to open and close a gate like this?
Few minutes maybe.
So,
Minute or two.
Would it so it would be feasible that they've passed through here?
It is feasible, but they would almost certainly have been seen because somebody would have had to open the gate for them.
Oh yeah, but that was okay, that's good. We do need an excuse as to why we're looking for them. I have an idea. I have this. I'll grab the silvered morning star from the bag of holding.
Okay.
I will not. I'm not gonna wield it. But I'm gonna go up to the guard.
Okay. Yeah, they they see you approach.
Excuse me. Would you happen to have seen a black coach go through here? Or chariots?
2 black coaches.
2 of them. Sorry. Yeah.
No, not seen anyone through here tonight.
Unfortunate. Trying to find them. They something fell off their. Well, they dropped something. So I'm trying
Nice
to.
cover.
I'm trying to find them. If would well, I guess where would I go to locate someone?
Well, I can take it to you and from you and return to the Lost and Found, or there's a bureau in the guardhouse.
No, you misunderstand.
Well, I'm pretty sure that there's a finder's fee for this object, so I'll risk it myself. I'll risk the guardhouse, I guess. See if they got more there, more information. Well, but thank you otherwise.
You're welcome.
So, well, I guess we'll walk away. So what do you guys think we should do? I don't think the guard are gonna be much help, to be honest.
No.
No, they have many eyes. How many gates are there to the city?
3 primary gates, I believe. Three gates that are large enough for coaches to pass through, at least.
I think we're gonna have to go just pass by all of them just to be sure.
To do that, you'd have to walk the perimeter of the city, which would take you several hours. Just FYI.
Yep.
I think if they were going to leave, they'd have just gone through that gate.
That's what you would expect. Thing is, if we don't check now, we won't be able to find out later.
I could always send Scarlet out to see if she can see anything. Bird's eye view.
Sure. I doubt we'll be able to see them from here, but I guess it never hurts.
I don't necessarily need from like right here. She can like fly around a bit.
Well, go ahead. Well, might as well. If we get lucky, might as well.
Yeah. I want to Scarlet to like fly up, scan the city like around where it was last seen and around the gate and stuff like that.
So you snap your fingers, Scarlet appears on your shoulder, and you. What is the instruction that you're giving her?
I guess I wanted to try and spot a pair of black coaches.
And do what when she finds them?
I guess like guide us to them.
Okay. So you let her go. Let me look at Scarlet's stats.
I mean, in the meantime, perhaps it's a good idea to check the where we last saw them kind of headed towards, because if they didn't leave...
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see where they went.
No, but we saw what direction they were heading. I guess we didn't see them turn. But
the main road basically leads to the town center, which you've run the same road to get to the town square. You've skirted along one side of the town square and gone up the north road. You did not see them in the town square. But that is definitely the direction they were headed in, and it is highly unlikely that they went any other direction.
Well, we do know someone who occasionally stalks the square, but...
So know if he'd be out, like, right now.
Well, let's see. Maybe when they took that turn, I assume they were already running away. Did that lead to was that just to more city, or was that does that kind of corner it? You know what I mean? Like to a sector. Was that still the nobles area, or was that out of the nobles into something else?
What?
The coaches. when they when they were driving away. Like then they took like a turn at some point, right, from the main road.
They turned on the main road.
Oh, they turned onto the main road.
No, as in the main road goes forward, turns left, and then heads towards the town square.
Oh, so we just lost them on the main road.
Basically, yes.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought they, the way I understood it, I thought they took a side alley, basically.
No. They just accelerated away from you faster than you could keep pace.
I think I also misunderstood how quickly they were going to begin with, which is, yeah. But, shit, I really wish I'd had locate object prepared.
Well, even then, that would be a long shot. It's not like you're familiar with this black coach after spotting it in the distance.
No, but it would be better than, like... Yeah, I mean, to be honest, in general, that would have been helpful in this situation, but...
Yeah, tomorrow.
No. With the... I'm assuming that there was, like, pretty much nobody in the square when we even got there earlier. Or, I guess if we're headed back in that... Are we headed back in that direction, or are we standing, waiting for Scarlet right now?
That is your decision.
Well, I assume Scarlet can find us if we just walk. We don't need to...
Yeah.
We're not in a hurry right now.
I mean, you know, telepathy is a thing that we have.
It's incredibly short range.
It's fine.
Well,
I guess whilst we walk back, we might as well keep an eye on the side alleys. And see if anything noteworthy is there. But...
Okay, so you're wandering back down North Road. Give me perception checks. Those of you who don't have dark vision, give them with disadvantage.
Not great.
First check.
Does Lyra get one as well?
Lyra can get one, yeah.
Sweet.
Are we all doing perception?
Yeah.
No.
Lyra!
F Grim.
All these nat 20s, they're all on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Oh, on the wrong side.
Hooray!
Okay.
A regular one and a nat one.
Okay, so as you are walking down North Road back towards the town square, two things happen simultaneously. Arya, you notice as Lyra stops momentarily, like looking around, and as you pause, you see that she's looking down the alleyway at something.
What do you see, girl?
Actually, smell. That might be a good one.
Well, whatever.
Well, she cocks her nose to the air, sniffs, and sort of like looks at you. At the same time, Elizabeth, Scarlet comes shooting out of the air towards you. Lands just in front of you, and those of you who are within 100 feet of her, you are telepathically granted some images. The first is the mental image of the coaches that are disappearing around the corner just as you saw them, or didn't see them in the case of those of you who don't have dark vision, hurtling around a corner, and then a mental image of the cathedral. And then a figure in a black hood pushing open a heavy. Sorry, no. Yeah, a figure in a black cape pushing closed a heavy iron detailed gate, looking up at Scarlet as if he's trying to spot something. It's too dark to really identify sort of like his facial features, but he like looks up and then the mental image fades, and then the next image is sort of him holding his hood and scurrying up like a gravel path.
Interesting.
So, what are you reacting to? So that all happens in 6 seconds.
I guess she lead the way, I guess you'd say. And whilst you do that, I also should suggest we should probably get some weapons. For us, didn't bring any.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it would be obvious who has weapons. So.
I'm going to assume none of you.
Okay, good. Well, like we have a crossbow, we have a longsword, we have a morning star, we have 2 pickaxes and a hand axe. Weapons-wise.
I'd love that longsword.
Yeah, if I could have the longbow.
Like, okay. Well, we'll like do that as we.
There's a crossbow, not longbow.
Yeah, there's not a longbow. It's a crossbow.
This crossbow.
I can use a crossbow too, right?
Yep, you're
Yeah.
proficient in crossbows.
Okay.
Also, it's not like you'd be missing out on extra attacks.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Thanks
I
for that sick bird, Cav.
I mean, I guess
Wah,
the
wah,
rest of us didn't notice Lyra, but like, was she pointing in a different direction? Or not pointing, but like, kind of interested in a different direction? Like, just
If you look around, you see that like she's looking off down an alley, like sort of like looking up from Arya back to the alley.
What if we ask? I guess we ask. If we ask,
Scarlet?
Scarlet to show the way, like pointed the right way. What direction does she face?
She aims back towards the cathedral. It's like down the main street towards the cathedral.
We could split up.
yeah, I was like, I can't believe that to suggest this, but maybe we split momentarily?
Yeah, I guess so.
Observe. Okay, for now, observe. I guess.
So who's going which way?
Arya and Kelariis. I guess I would suggest you head into this tiny. You follow Lyra, and then me and Elizabeth will go to the cathedral.
Okay. Alright,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
I will hand you the a longsword, and then
Thanks.
a light crossbow is 17 bolts for
Okay.
Arya.
So track those in your notes somewhere.
And may our guides lead us to evidence.
And with that incredibly profound statement, the two of you split.
I'm very profound, aren't I?
This is great.
So, Arya and Kelariis, you charge off down a side alley. Grim and Elizabeth, you're running along the high street as you barrel past the North Road Tavern, heading straight towards the cathedral. You get to the town square, and the cathedral is smack bang in front of you. It's impossible to miss. It's even at this late hour, there's like still illuminations around it from a number of lamps. Where now?
Well, was the visions we got from Scarlet, were they like, was the figure stood outside the church, or were they elsewhere?
They were. The vision of the cathedral did not show the figure nearby.
Okay. I guess I would turn to Scarlet and say, where did you see this figure then?
she presents you with like the another mental image of I guess the thing she shows you is an elaborately detailed iron wrought gate with what are they called? Is it fleur de lis? Like the like little spaded pointed insignia. With like fleur de lis spikes on top of the fence. And then the next image he shows you is the carriage like parked in a side street somewhere.
Is that the graveyard? That's my first thought when seeing like wrought iron gate, honestly, and fleur de lis fence. My first thought is fencing off the graveyard.
That would make sense. That is the kind of gate you would make fancy.
I mean, was it literally just? I mean, presumably I could see what was on the other side of the gate and fence.
Looks like a lawn.
Well, there is a gravel path from the near the cathedral that we should follow, right?
I mean, that's probably a pretty good lead.
So we're at in front of the cathedral right now. Do we see a gravel path?
Okay, so you run to the front of the cathedral, did you say?
I assume that's where we. Well,
I thought the pathway was out the back.
Oh well, I assume we arrive at the front.
Well, you arrive at the front of the cathedral. There is no immediately obvious gravelled path in front of the cathedral. The path up to the cathedral is paved.
Can you lead the way, Scarlet?
She takes off and heads in a direction. She very quickly disappears into the darkness once she gets beyond the perimeter of the cathedral, but Grim can sort of see where she's going.
Quickly follow her.
Okay.
So you
Right.
follow her. She weaves a short distance between some of the buildings before dipping down the back of the cathedral. And you quickly find yourself running up alongside a steel fence with these fleur de lis caps that does indeed look like a graveyard. And as you come to the corner, you find Scarlet perched on the fence, looking down at you, going, "Arr." And there is the ornate gate with gravel path leading up.
So this is where we saw the figure walking up.
Is it locked? Like, I'm not gonna mess with it. Like, is it visually locked?
Visually locked, no.
I mean, it's
they're so actually, I guess, well, probably your passive perception. Well, Elizabeth's passive perception is high enough to notice this. There is a crossbar that sort of lies across the gate to this thing that has to be lifted to allow entrance to the graveyard. It is down currently. There is a hole that looks like it should have something securing it. But whatever should be there securing it is no longer there. And as you sort of step onto the gravel path and look down, basically there is a locking bolt that somebody has just removed and laid to one side.
I said just observe and report, but I think what do you think, Elizabeth? I feel like we might be able to, this will be a little bit quiet, because I don't want to accidentally alert someone, but what do you think? Should we go in?
I mean, there's nothing really else to observe here, so we need to move on to the next observation point. We've got to find. We can't
Yeah.
just find that the graveyard's been gone into. That's not really enough.
Well, the reason why I'm saying this specifically is because this may be considered breaking an entry. I don't know if this is public property
It's
or.
the graveyard. It's public ground.
Wait, is this part of the public graveyard? Or is this?
Yeah, it's the graveyard is public property. It's probably just closed at night to stop people hanging around in it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Well, I guess we'll continue then.
Okay, so you lift up the metal bar, push the gates open. They creak a little as you push them open, and you step inside. And we will scene switch to Arya and Kelariis. So, Arya and Kelariis, I would like you to roll me initiative.
Okay.
Dun dun.
Well, that's not great.
Yeah,
Nope.
good start.
Click my token. It's like... Bad.
Can't believe you're being ambushed.
Oh my god.
Great.
Grim always avoids ambushes somehow.
It's part of his survival instinct.
Yeah, send the others in. That is fine.
It's fine as long as one of us survives.
Oh god.
To revive the other people.
I don't know if that's fine.
What did my... Oh,
I've added it in for you.
no, it's fine. Thank you.
Uh,
I thought I clicked it. I may have...
Okay, so Arya, you sort of dart down this thing with Lyra, Kelariis like following in your stead. You come to the corner and round the corner to see what it is that Lyra has obviously spotted. There's a someone in a brown cloak and hood, sort of like huddled up against the cold night air, who seems to be in a heated altercation with someone.
Okay.
What
Can
is
I hear
your
what they're
what is
saying?
your immediate reaction? You're just gonna listen in.
Yeah.
Okay. So the the two figures seem to be the one in the brown cloak seems to be talking to somebody that you can't see, who's like just out of sight around the corner. The figure in the brown cloak is sort of saying, "Look, I don't know who you are. I don't want any trouble." And as they say that, this is a voice that you recognise as this is you recognise the voice as Catherine Voss. And yeah, so sorry, I'm just losing track of myself in my notes. You recognise the voice of Catherine Voss as she says, "Look, I don't know who you are, but I don't want any trouble." At which point, like, the figure says, in a deeper, more masculine voice, sort of says, "Look, I don't know who you are sniffing around, but you're going to take your nose out of things right now, and you're going to tell me what's up with your friends." And yeah, that's the end of the 6 seconds. Kelariis, what are you doing?
I mean, I also heard that, I imagine.
Yeah, you hear this as you're like approaching the corner.
I mean, I'm also kind of waiting to see, like, what's going on here, I think.
Okay, so you just stop at the corner.
Yeah, like, especially if Arya stopped, like, I will
Yeah.
also stop. Yeah.
Okay, so you're all just like frozen at this corner. at this point, sort of, you watch the scene in front of you unfold as basically the next thing that happens is Catherine sort of says, I'm not afraid of you, and I don't have anything to say to you. She turns around, pulls the cloak closer, starts to walk towards where you guys are, looks up, and sees you, and in the moment of seeing you, that's enough to hit. Ouch. Yeah, okay. You watch as from behind Catherine, somebody steps out into the street. You hear a click, the sound of a string releasing, and basically Catherine stops, still looking at you guys, and a red stain starts to spread across the front of her cloak.
No!
And she is going to fall down, because that's enough to knock her down.
Holy shit!
Alright.
So, yeah, you watch her fall, and you are confronted with...
This was not what I wanted.
Nope.
I don't know that I have a token for this.
At least we're here, so maybe she hopefully now won't die.
We'll see. I mean, I guess you can have healing magic. I don't, so.
Yeah, I can take care of her probably.
There
Unless
we go.
that was like enough to just kill her. Oh hey.
So I need to roll this guy into the initiative. He puts a crossbow bolt into your friend. Arya, react.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get my crossbow out and shoot him.
Okay, so you just fire one bolt. Go for it.
Fuck him up,
What should I roll?
Oh yeah, you don't have a hand crossbow.
D20 plus Dex plus Prof.
Well, hang on, give me a second.
That's D20 plus 9.
You can just drag it in and keep going.
Oh yeah, that works too.
The drag wasn't working for me when I was trying to do it for a longsword, but it may just be my sheet being weird. So I don't know if it'll work for the crossbow.
Oh, that was proficiencies. Oops, I gave you light crossbow proficiencies, not...
Okay.
You weren't sure.
That might be why it wasn't working for you either, Kelariis. Because it's just done it for me. There you go, you now have a stat thing for a light crossbow.
Yeah, you know what? I totally was dragging it from the proficiency section,
Yeah.
so that would explain
Okay,
everything.
yeah, that hits him.
Wait, did I accidentally... Oh, okay.
Okay. So you fire back. Whoosh! He seeing like you guys as she falls. Watch it, like he tries to step out the way, and the crossbow's bolt just sort of like sinks into his shoulder, and he frantically starts to reload. What's Lyra doing?
Lyra's gonna attempt to tackle him to the ground.
Okay,
Hell
so
yeah, Lyra.
Hell yeah!
he's definitely within 50 feet. So she
Hell yeah.
runs up,
God.
bite attack, hit.
Hell yeah, Lyra.
Yeah!
Sick 'em, girl.
Okay,
Ah!
oof.
That was a lot of damage. Jeez.
Okay.
That's some good damage.
That's a lot
Don't fuck with the wolf.
DC 13 strength save.
Okay, he succeeds on the strength saving throw.
Damn.
But you basically watch as Lyra bolts forward and sinks like fangs into his legs. And Kelariis, you don't have dark vision, so this is you don't see this. But Arya, you watch the unmistakable arterial spray that is now leaking from his leg.
Gross.
He is in significant pain. So he will loose the... Oh no, he won't do that. He's going to drop the crossbow, draw a dagger, and stab Lyra twice.
Bitch, don't touch my dog.
2 13s.
Excuse me. That doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
Lol. Failed
She has
stab the
17
dog.
armor, bitch.
Yep.
Yo,
So he,
your armor went up?
Yeah, it did.
Fuck yeah.
like, she like looses grip on him as he brings the dagger down, like misses with the first one, misses with the second one. And
I mean, IRL, there's a dog currently licking my arm, so no. I guess that
Yeah.
helped.
At least it's not biting
Ca-
your legs so hard. You
Kelariis,
Yeah.
he's busy just trying to wrestle with this dog at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I kind of saw Catherine get shot and
Yep.
fall. So I assume that she's in, like, can I get up to her, or is she too far?
I would say with your movement you can get to her.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I want to lay on hands her.
Okay.
I guess like 5 or 10 or yeah, like 5 or something, just so she's not like fucking dying.
Okay, yep. So you run up,
Yeah,
lay on
that's what I
hands.
Yeah. And I know it doesn't really make a huge difference because it can't do a lot right now. But positioning wise, I want to be between her and this jerk. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna Shield of Faith on myself because it's a bonus action. So
Okay, yep.
prepare
Sure
myself
thing.
for next turn.
Shung. Okay.
Now I glow. I don't glow, but I like to think that I glow a little bit.
Yeah.
when I have Shield of Faith cast.
Yeah, there's like a shimmering aura around you that people with dark vision can see. Arya, what are you doing?
So Lyra did not succeed in getting him down.
Did not. Yeah, he's still standing.
Can I attempt to get him down?
You want to tackle him?
Yeah.
Sure.
Fuck him up, Arya.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
around.
I'll say you can make it to him and make a grapple. So it's athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics. He's going to
There
use
we go.
acrobatics.
Nice.
Nope. Okay. He fails. So you run up to him like as he's like bringing this dagger up, and you just like grab him. What's Lyra doing?
Lyra is just gonna help me keep him down.
Okay. Well, at the moment he's just grappled. He's not like prone.
Yeah, so can she help that?
I will say she can give you the help action, which will help you next time, but she can't. There's
Okay.
nothing you can do immediately. He is going to. Well, he can't move, so he will make a melee spell attack against you. 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. What does he have? He will cast this at 2nd level. Whoa. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh no.
You take 24 necrotic damage
Oh my
as he
God!
like
That's bad.
grabs you by the shoulder, and a huge jolt of negative energy just rushes through your body.
Ouch! What the fuck,
I
man?
spy with my license at the beginning with inflict wounds.
Hmm.
Maybe.
He is surprised when that doesn't instantly kill you.
Well, you know,
Um,
a bitch is
Suck it,
tougher than
bitch.
that.
Kelariis.
Can I get up to him?
Yes.
Arya still has him grappled.
Yep.
Right? Arya, I hope that you're okay to take another hit.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna just swing at him with my sword. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I have to think about this really quickly. We probably don't want to just kill him straight out.
No.
The only problem with that is that I think I automatically just deal radiant damage, so hopefully that doesn't knock him out at some point. But I want to, sword-wise at least, non-lethally try to. I guess I could just stabilize him if we like fuck him up real bad. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to like.
You could also just hit him with your fists, because they don't do radiant damage.
Hit him with your fists.
Yeah, but I want to hit him with a sword because he did kind of shoot our friend, and I don't like that. I'm upset right
It's your gamble.
now. Yeah.
Roll them dice.
Like, surely you'd
Literally.
live without a leg, right?
He is got arterial bleeding from the leg, so that is kind of a big deal right now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He's pretty fucked up already.
Can I hit him once with a sword and then punch him once? Is that something I can do?
Yes, but
look. It's.
I think
all
that's
I'm saying is
before
he looks
punches unnecessary
he
in that
looks
situation.
pretty fucked up. Like,
Oh,
are you
he
sure
looks
you want to hit him with a sword? He's arterially bleeding from the leg.
Okay, look. I couldn't tell if that was just because Lyra had hit an artery, or if he was super fucked up. Okay, if he looks
Yeah.
super fucked up and I can see that, I will punch him instead.
Okay.
I will punch him very hard, maybe.
Okay.
Hit him
Punch him
very
hard!
Roll
do
them
I
dice.
get anything because he's.
That is a good question. I don't know.
I don't think grappled does.
There, one of the conditions grants.
Restrained does. I don't think grappled.
It restrained does. I don't think.
Okay, I mean, I'll just punch him if not. But...
One second. Grappled condition.
Yeah, quick. Everyone
Yeah,
find
it does
out one
nothing.
quick grapple.
So just
Okay.
go ahead and punch him.
I'm just gonna punch him. So that's just strength. Wait,
Yeah, it's a strength attack. But I don't think you get proficiency in that, so it's just a strength
Oh.
check
Right.
because you're not proficient in fists, unless you have Talon Brawler, which I don't think you do.
I don't think I do. I'm suddenly questioning myself. No, I
You're
don't.
definitely not a monk.
Well, it's fine. I'm gonna take 2 swing. That's bad.
Okay.
That's not as bad.
The first one you just sort of you collide with him, but it's not with enough force to do anything. The second one, you swing. So your damage is 1 plus strength,
So 6.
and yeah, you feel his jaw dislocate as you hit him with the second swing, and he's unconscious.
Okay, well that works out. Arya, do you have a hold on him?
Oh, he's just bear hugging him.
Yeah, Arya, you can maybe tie him up, and I'm gonna go back over to Catherine.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, she's currently just lying face down, just slowly pushes herself up, oh.
Yeah. it
She
doesn't look
she
great.
still has a crossbow bolt sticking out of the back of her chest.
Well, we don't want to take that out just yet.
Yeah, I was I want to offer to remove that, but I feel like that's a bad idea.
Yeah, because, you might bleed out.
She's just sort of leaning forwards into looks up and sees you, Kelariis. Obviously, for the first time since having been shot, and she sort of looks up and she says, "Thanks for the help."
You're welcome. What? I mean, besides getting shot, what was going on? Actually,
Oh,
let's
he
get you
shot
somewhere to
me?
get that taken care of. No, you just fell over. What?
Arya's just gonna look at you what the fuck?
I mean,
No.
she's a little bit in shock. She's never been shot before.
No, I don't say that. Sorry, Kelariis doesn't say that. I say that.
Okay.
Okay, fair
just
enough.
fell over. No, Kelariis wouldn't say that. Kelariis is not a fucking sassy
Jackass.
Yeah.
You're not a sassy
We
asshole.
no. What Kelariis says is we need to get you somewhere to get that taken care of. I don't think you want to walk with a crossbow sticking out of your back.
Yeah.
She
Seems like
she
that.
turns to look over her shoulder and just winces. Just ah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
don't do that. Well, I kind of motion.
Is it bad?
Can I...
We haven't stabilized, but you should definitely go see a doctor.
Okay.
Will. I kind of look at Arya what are we gonna do with this guy?
I guess we take him with us.
At this point, Catherine's I've never had a chance to try this before, but I wonder if this works. And she says a small series of words under her breath, and she will cast Healing Word on herself.
Oh.
1
And
health.
there's-
Keyword in a nutshell.
Yep.
She feels slightly better, at
It's
least.
just like you watch as she says a few words like under her breath, and there's like a small glow, and like some of the blood trail like leading down her like shoulder just sort of reverses a little, and she's like, "Oh,
Oh.
You know, as much as I understand how that works, I really do think we need to get that properly seen to.
yeah."
I do not want to pull that out of your back right now.
I've never had a chance to try that before, and
To be honest, maybe
Well-
I'm a little thankful for that.
yeah, I'm certainly not going to make a habit of this.
No. That's...
No.
Yeah, as much as I want to. Oh,
She sort of turns towards like the guy who's like now like lolling slightly in Arya's arms, and she's like, "Who is that?"
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was. Ouch. I was on my way to come and see you when
Oh.
he rounded on me. I used to dealing with thugs, but I've never had anyone shoot me before.
It is not very pleasant. I want to know a bit more about what maybe was said, but where is the... Do we know of a place that's like a doctor or a healer? I guess it's just straight up the cathedral, isn't it?
Yeah, like the cathedral probably is like the primary source of immediate healing. You've never been to a doctor. You've only ever been to like I think the apothecary, which is sort of like a pharmacy, which is where V got a job.
Oh
I think
yeah.
you need a bit more than some antibiotics for a crossbow to the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's like they must have something to patch up the guard.
Yes, that's true, but you don't know where it is.
Yeah, and the only problem about that is also explaining why somebody got shot in the back with a crossbow bolt. Which will be fun.
Particularly when one of you is holding a crossbow.
Oh,
Well.
Also true.
this
Also,
whole
we'd
fight-
have a knocked out person with us.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of steps here.
Who also has a crossbow bolt in his shoulder.
Wouldn't isn't there didn't Kelariis like actually get to serve in the military? And was there like isn't there a good chance that she may have encountered these types of wounds?
Oh, I guess, but like
I mean,
don't
you have
any...
do you have proficiency in the medicine skill?
I
Yeah.
do not. That's the thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sure I know how to make sure somebody doesn't die, but I do not know how to staunch
Yeah.
it or fix
Yeah,
it
she
crossbow.
can't do on-the-spot surgery.
Yeah, you
I can
That's what
do
you're suggesting.
magic, and that's pretty much what I can do.
your military training is apply tourniquet and yell medic.
Yeah.
No.
And you
I
can't really
guess-
apply a tourniquet with the crossbow bolt still in there.
No.
I guess I look at Catherine and just the cathedral has does the cathedral have any supplies to take care of this sort of stuff? I'm not particularly versed in it.
she sort of with your help sort of like tries to like get to her feet and sort of says, I don't know if there'll be anybody around, but they may do. I don't know. I'm not used to dealing with these sort of situations.
No.
Yeah. That's this is a
It's a pretty
Is she,
weird
like,
situation.
real- yeah. Arya Cathedral. This seems like our best bet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
You good with dragging that guy, or do you want me to?
I got it.
Okay. Catherine, does she either need like help? to
She
walk with
will
this
definitely
thing?
like she's like her legs are shaking and she's in shock.
Can I? Do you don't take this in the wrong way, because I 100% believe you are tough and able to do things on your own, but
You are a strong, independent woman.
you are strong. But can I carry you back to the cathedral, because you did just get shot? May I offer a bit of assistance? I don't think you should walk with a crossbow bolt sticking out of your back if you can help it.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
Yep. I will lift.
Scoop.
And I guess we'll. Yep, scoop. No problem here.
Yeah. Okay. So you begin to like walk towards the cathedral.
Yeah.
I'm so amused how many people have been carried by Kelariis now.
Look, it's fine.
It's almost as if she's good at it.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
it's great.
She's big and beefy.
I am good at hitting hard, but I'm also good at.
If
parrying.
anyone watched this, there'd be so much fan fiction.
Yeah. So she's being carried. You make it to the cathedral. It doesn't look to be anybody immediately around. What do you do?
Good question.
That is a good question. Arya, I don't suppose you know how to do crossbow bolt removal. Field medicine.
Well, funnily enough, if you give her an hour, she does.
Oh, do I?
Well, you have a specific skill that lets people heal more during short rests.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I could honestly just try to magic this, which might be the best option at this point if nobody else is. I don't know where people sleep here or if they sleep in the cathedral or elsewhere. I don't really want to go pounding on doors to find somebody.
Yeah. I mean, we can.
Yeah, do I get the sense if I, like, pull it out and very quickly do, like, healing, that will probably prevent bad, terrible things from happening?
Considering your previous experience of your comrades who've been shot, stabbed, fireballed, and generally come out of being healing hands pretty well, it'll probably work.
Okay. Arya, can you find any, like, actual bandages, too? Because I don't think we should just leave it be either way. I just look at Catherine and say, I think I can just pull out the crossbow or crossbow bolt,
Oh.
and, just, like, raise a hand and, like, wiggle my fingers a little, like, indicating, you know.
Magic.
But it's going to hurt a bit, and I don't really have anything that I can do to make that not be the case. If you're okay with that.
That sounds terrifying. If you think it's best.
It's that or we go running around to look for somebody who can also do pretty much the same thing, to be honest, now that I think about it.
I mean, this really kind of hurts, so if you think it's best, then I guess I'll just grit my teeth or something.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to offer that.
Yeah.
That's like, if I do, can I like heal it to the point where it like pushes it out on its own, or would it be better to just like probably pull it out and just heal it?
That's a very good question.
I don't actually. I guess it depends on the way that it works.
I guess give me a medicine check.
Okay. Oh. Lord.
How good's your wisdom?
Bad. Oh, it's a 1. I have a +1. It's not great.
That's not
Could be
terrible.
worse. Oh, it's not.
Okay.
That's actually what I
So you suspect that if you do it in short bursts, it will hurt less.
I will do it that way then.
Okay.
I want to hurt her as little as possible.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know how. Like, I'll expend some, I guess, lay on hands in that case. I don't really know how much you want me to tick off for that.
Well, okay, so you spent 5 on her, right?
I've spent 5 so far, yes.
Okay, so at maximum hit points, she has 26. So,
Okay.
how much of that do you want to restore? Oh, actually, hang on, because she used Healing Word on herself, and actually her Healing Word is 1d4 plus 3, so technically she has 4 more hit points than that, so she's on 9 out of 26.
Okay. Can I don't mind letting her like, I want the crossbow bolt out of her, but I don't necessarily. I guess I could just. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like she got wrapped up in our business, so I think I will just heal her to full, so 15.
Okay.
See that math right? Yeah.
Hang on.
It's fine. I'll have 40 left. That's a decent amount. Whoops.
It'll put her 2 points off max, but that's fine.
I mean, close.
Yeah, if you want to fully
rounded.
heal her at 17.
Did I do my math wrong? Can I not? I can't count, is what I'm learning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did it backwards, where I was like, it's 2 off, and I was like, yeah.
Do you
I mean, she'll
remember
have
your
basically a
9
shitty
times tables?
scab.
Yeah, she will have like a small hole in her back, which is a lot easier to treat than being crossbowed. But yeah, you do it like slowly over like the next like maybe like minute, and yeah, she sort of grits her teeth and is like, ow,
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, that really takes it out of you. Oh.
You, if it makes you feel any better, you've yelled a lot less than other people who have had the same
Oh my
problem.
god.
So.
Thank you.
I was in the army, what do you expect?
Wow.
See, for some reason I'm imagining now Dragonborn surgeons being a lot like Roman surgeons, where they went through special training just to ignore people screaming.
Does that feel any better, at least?
I don't know, I can't. I go between periods of really hurting and really not feeling anything.
It's the shock.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
that's a shock! How do you train shock?
Get him warm!
You need to comfort her and keep her warm, and give
Yeah.
her something to drink.
Uh,
Give her a hug.
Give her a hug. Yeah, I'm sure she wants a hug when there's a hole in her back.
Yeah, maybe not a hug.
Just
Yeah,
a hug
maybe not
from
a
the
hug
other side.
yet.
A hug from the other side.
Do you know where there are, I guess, blankets kept here?
Yeah, hang on. And she reaches inside her shirt and pulls out a key and sort of says, inside, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, of course. If I assume she points it, and I'll get some.
Yeah, you have to like unlock the doors to the cathedral.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dark inside. But a brief forage around, you find like a handful of like. Yeah, I guess like a handful of blankets and things, and just sort of like she steps tentatively inside and just sort of like sits down.
Yeah.
Okay, you begin the process of treating her shock.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess in the meantime, we'll skip back to the others. So let's kill that, and is this the right track? Yeah, this'll do. Okay, so the two of you wander into a very dark graveyard.
Like the plot of a bad horror film.
Yeah.
We should probably be a bit stealthy. First, for stealth is a possibility, of course.
I guess just be careful where we put our feet.
Okay. So you're moving. You're gonna try and move stealthily.
Yes.
I guess the
Are
key word
you-
being try, yeah.
Yeah. Are you sticking to the gravel path?
No.
Okay.
Not
So
if
you're
you
walking
think
among
so.
the graves then.
Well,
But then again, yeah, that's the extra thing.
I would say we should still walk on the gravel path.
Yeah, I don't want
Out
to
of respect.
That's bad.
Like
When
at
has Grim
most.
been respectful a day in his life? Oh!
Wow.
Damn,
Wow.
shots fired.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to try and stick to the path because we don't want to walk on people's graves, but that does mean we're gonna be louder.
Okay.
Oh,
so
well.
make me a stealth check.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm
stealthy.
alright.
Grim!
As stealthy as ever.
Elizabeth, you're like sort of you're in your robes. You're just sort of like very carefully like placing your feet, and then occasionally behind you, you just hear like crunch, crunch.
This is probably even funnier when you consider both of them are probably wearing big boots and Grimm's feet are smaller.
How dare you? Grim has the biggest feet.
Wow.
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 So I feel like we're not talking about feet anymore.
Well,
Wow.
to be fair, he does have the biggest one because it's the only one.
Wow.
No comment.
Wow. I
Wow!
don't want to have this conversation.
I hate this.
Hey, we've talked about your
So-
ass before.
That's very
Yeah,
different.
That's very
that's
different.
So, in a terrible attempt to stealth your way across the
But we did say
the
try.
graveyard, you travel for a short distance through the graves before Elizabeth. You probably can't see this without because you don't have dark vision, do you?
Nope.
Okay. So Grim, sort of rising up out of the darkness, you see a number of white stone buildings. Short, squat, little mausoleums that are sort of like coming up at occasional intervals. And as you walk a little bit further up this long gravel path, a large one appears in front of you. This one is it seems to be like a central feature of the graveyard, and it's probably, let me just have a look. Oops. It is it's probably like 150 feet long and must stretch back quite a ways as well.
That is quite big.
Yeah, it's like a big central feature that's obviously like for either very important individuals or very rich individuals. And as you approach, eventually, Elizabeth, you get close enough that even you can see this thing sort of like looming up out of the darkness. And the large set of stone doors ahead of you, Grim, that you can see, are cracked ajar ever so slightly.
I feel like this is the point where we call in the cavalry.
Call in the cavalry.
Oh wow, reinforcements.
It's also probably at this point that Elizabeth goes to do something and then just her mouth drops open. This is also the moment where I regret casting as many spells as I did today.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So you can't send a message?
No.
God damn it.
Well,
This is very unfortunate.
You can't upcast sending.
you can.
You can, you just don't get any additional effects.
Oh well, yeah, fair, good point.
It's just an inefficient use of the spell slot.
Yeah, fair. In that case, she's just gonna sort of go. Alright, yeah, okay. We're gonna have to do this. This is important. And yeah, I'm gonna cast Sending.
Okay, you cast Sending.
Um,
You have 25 words. What do you say?
Yep, I'm gonna say to. She probably first thought would probably be Arya, and
Okay.
she's just gonna send the message. We might need your help at the graveyard.
That's 9 words. Anything more?
Might need your help at the graveyard.
Directions.
Well, yeah, the graveyard behind the church.
Okay.
Someone's clearly been here before us.
Okay. End of message?
Yes.
Okay. Arya, you hear that telepathically in your head. As you're sort of standing in the church holding this like unconscious guy in a robe. Or in a cloak. You know Elizabeth well enough to know that you can respond with 25 words of your own.
Also knows Wandal well enough because Wandal had that too.
Yes.
I guess I say there's been an attack. We're trying to heal someone. Be there soon.
Okay.
Cool.
You hear that in response.
Cool. Elizabeth will say, yeah, she'll just look at Grove and go, we should probably hunker down for a bit. I'm guessing there was something not friendly at the bottom of that alleyway.
We should hide in the shadows, but could you get a look with old Scarlet?
Yeah, I'd suggest hiding either side of the doors. Or at least off to one side of the doors.
Yeah. Let's see. Door opens.
Yeah, because I'm presuming there's not windows in a mausoleum.
No. So you two of you are flattening yourselves either side of the door.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily want Scarlet to like. I don't know if it's too risky to peek round the door. Although I suppose Scarlet is only small.
Yeah, the gap in the cracked door is probably big enough for her to sort of peer around.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I'd like to peer as Scarlet, but I will
Okay.
see her senses.
Okay.
Sense her senses rather than mine.
So your eyes roll back, and all of a sudden you're in Scarlet's senses. And she peeks around the corner. Make me a perception check with Scarlet's stats.
Cool, because Scarlet gets advantage.
It's a sight-based perception check, so.
Yeah, she gets advantage on sight, hearing, or smell.
Oh, okay. Okay. So as you peer around the corner, you hear faintly what sounds like maybe a couple of booted footsteps on stone. What could faintly be the strains of a whispered conversation, and possibly like a flickering torchlight. Although it sort of with her dark vision, she can see a short distance into the room. The flickering torchlight is there for a moment, but and then sort of just disappears as it perhaps rounds a corner or something. But as she looks in with her dark vision, she can see rows upon probably 3 rows is probably as far as her thing extends of sarcophagi stacked and set into a small wall. that stretches out into the chamber and leads back further than your dark vision provides sight.
I guess just keep her there on watch, and if stuff starts heading towards us, like tell her to pull away and warn Grim.
Okay. So, back at the temple, or back at the cathedral, Arya, you get the message in your head. You respond. What do you say? Or what do you do?
I already responded. Oh, I guess I tell Kelariis what happened.
They found something then.
Was that a question to...
I mean, it was a comment slash, like, it was mostly a comment, but like in the question format of.
Sorry, I
what
didn't
looks
hear
like
you.
shit.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I basically said it sounds like they found something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what. I don't really feel comfortable leaving this guy here.
I mean, did you tell? You don't have to respond out loud for sending, do you?
No.
No, it's
Okay.
all in your head.
Did you tell them that we have somebody else with us?
I said that there had been an attack and that we were dealing with it, but I didn't say specifically.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, we could take him with us, but I feel like that's a mistake.
Yeah. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah. The only thing is, I also don't know how long he's going to stay unconscious.
Yeah. That's a problem.
I guess we did kind of knock him out pretty well, but
Well, I still don't want to just leave him here.
yeah, no, I definitely agree.
You don't know how long it'll take him to wake up, but you do know it'll be a couple of weeks before he can eat solid food properly.
Well, that's what you get for shooting our friend in the back.
Karma.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma's a bitch, and it involves not eating solid foods because your jaw's broken. Guess, Did I see him cast magic on Arya? Cast a
No.
spell?
You
No,
did
he
not.
tried to shoot me.
Well,
He also cast magic on you, but Kelariis didn't see that.
yeah, okay.
Oh.
Remember when you lost a boatload of hit points?
Oh, right, the necrotic damage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could, yeah, well, like, Kelariis doesn't know that he casts magic, he just, as far as she knows, he's tried to stab people and has shot people. I guess we could just tie him up and...
Well, he can use magic, so I don't know how effectively that would work.
Does he have a spell casting focus that we could take from him?
I don't know. We can check.
I was like, can we search the unconscious
Yeah,
man's
give
body?
me an investigation check.
Like, can I help? Can one of us help the other?
My investigation is.
Although, actually,
0?
hang on.
Yeah, I mean, I think we both have +0, which is the problem.
Considering the circumstances, I will say actually, because of you aren't necessarily time constrained here, so I will say that you can investigate his unconscious body. He doesn't have a lot on him. He has a dagger and well, let's see, the crossbow's back in the alley. He has like a handful of crossbow bolts, so like maybe like 6 crossbow bolts. Yeah, his dagger, and around his neck, around his neck he has a like almost like a little cage. and inside the little cage is what looks like a small green marble. Except when you hold it up to the light, the patterning on the marble makes it look like an eye.
Okay.
Which, yeah, you don't recognize it as any particular holy symbol or anything like that, but it definitely looks like it definitely serves some kind of arcane purpose.
Right. Well, definitely taking that.
He also has 8 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces.
Meh.
I was like, I don't know if we really.
Not gonna loot him for his pocket change.
No. Seems kind of shitty. A rich boy. Yeah.
I mean, he did. We could use it. We could use it for Catherine's basic medical treatment that she will need to make sure the rest of the.
Oh yeah.
Heals up.
Give her
I'd be okay
some
with
money and be like, go heal yourself.
Please get somebody to actually take a look at that beyond my magic. No, I mean, I personally I don't really give a shit about his pocket change as much as I don't like him right now. Yeah, I mean, definitely take that necklace, even if we don't know exactly what it does. It's a fair bet that's got something to do with shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pocket that. Captain at this point sort of like is tentatively like trying, like standing up and just sort of saying, if there's danger, I'm surprisingly feeling much better. I expect the paladin is somewhere nearby. I may be able to get him to take care of things.
Well,
Actually,
if you...
Yeah, sorry, go on, Arya.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if he could be around and you guys could watch over this guy, that might be good.
Yeah.
I can try and find him.
Really appreciate are you sure you're okay to go and find him?
I'm a little shaky, but no, yeah, I can do this.
Don't. I just put a hand on her shoulder and just don't push yourself if you're not feeling alright. If you know where he might be, I can try to find him as well.
No, it's if you need to go, I'll find him.
I kind of look at Arya like, how urgent did it seem that we need to get there like right this second?
They seemed pretty insistent.
The protective instinct in me is strong. Alright, but try when you found him and have come back, please rest though.
I will.
Okay.
I don't know how you do this every day, but
It's sometimes I don't know either, but it is what it is.
you certainly are exceptional. And she sort of hums sort of like a small tune under her breath and sort of makes her way out through the front door. And if you guys leave alongside her, she sort of pulls it too. And yeah, she will grant you a dice of bardic inspiration for the next 10 minutes.
Oh.
You two can now loudly sneak into the graveyard.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, Arya will be fine. It might just...
Yeah. You
Yeah.
you have a, I think it's a D6 bardic inspiration. Yeah, D6.
I'm going to mark that in the little inspiration box thingy and
Yeah,
probably
okay.
forget about it because I'm bad, but I'll mark it and like.
Well, it'll be gone pretty swiftly.
Oh yeah, actually, I might
'Cause,
just take that a D6 if I needed a D6.
Yeah. So, are you now legging it to the graveyard?
Yes.
Okay. It takes you a few minutes, but you sort of arrive at the gate to the graveyard.
Did they say where in the graveyard they are, or just in the graveyard?
You just sit at the graveyard.
All right then.
Guess we're going looking for them.
Yeah. Well, could.
Oh boy,
Lyra
it's not
not
like we
track
followed
Yeah.
the path.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we don't know
you
that.
did have the vision of Scarlet.
Oh, true.
Scarlet saw the gate, which you guys have now seen, and there's a path.
Well, path it is then.
Okay. So, are you moving stealthily up the path, or are you moving quickly up the path?
I mean, Arya's instinct is always to do stealth.
Okay.
I will attempt to follow Arya's lead.
Okay. So make stealth checks.
I can cast Pass Without Trace if you want.
Perhaps wait until we're all. Well, actually, how long does that last?
I think it's an hour.
Is it concentration? That's an important question.
Yes.
Yeah. So it will be. You will be concentrating on it for a while.
That's up to you. Maybe we can wait until we maybe have to go into the actual mausoleum crypt. I don't really know what we're going into, maybe, but
I mean, you don't know that in character anyway, so.
yeah, that is true. I don't know that. It's up to you, is what I say.
Well, I guess it'll probably be fine. I mean,
Probably.
they didn't say that they encountered anything.
Out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So stealth checks. Okay. One for the dog as well.
One foot.
Well,
Oh, Jayla.
I'm sorry.
Do you-
I mean,
Do you want to use
Point out as
that
well.
bardic inspiration, or?
yeah. I mean, it's not really gonna.
can I point out as well? You and Grim rolled literally the exact
Fuck.
same number on the dice.
Oh,
my
God.
Incredible.
Lyra didn't do great either.
Lyra.
I am tall and
And bulky.
I'm bulky. Gravel is my enemy.
Gravel is my enemy.
I'll never forget.
I
when
thought her enemy was confined indoor spaces.
Both.
Fine.
Okay. So, no short amount of crunch later.
Crunch.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You arrive at the front
Not
of the
the
mausoleum.
crunch.
Even I can detect them as my passive perception.
Yeah. Grim, with his passive perception of 8, hears you coming.
Yep.
It's 9.
Meanwhile, the only reason I can is because Scarlet's crouched in the doorway.
Yeah.
If Scarlet was further inside, I'd have no chance.
So what's going on?
We're not quite sure yet, but this is not supposed to be open.
I mean, can I get Scarlet to show everyone to give everyone that little image of what she currently sees?
Yes. Yeah,
you go.
you guys see a very dark, empty space lined with sarcophagi.
Well,
And she can communicate simple ideas, so she just gets the idea of people.
Yeah, so yeah, like people, danger near.
People, danger.
it's time
Danger,
for-
danger.
Now that you've
Danger,
arrived-
danger!
Now that
High
you've
voltage.
arrived,
So-
now you've arrived, it's time to crack this boy open.
Crack this
Well-
boy open.
Crack this boy open. Is it a cold one? Is it cold because there's
Is it a
corpses?
cold
Crack
boy?
it open a cold one with the boys.
Well, there's a lot of cold
I'm
ones
so
in here,
sorry.
but they're not doing so well.
There's a lot of cold
Wow.
ones in here.
This is a
Okay.
terrible joke.
So,
I apologize.
We're stressed out, it's fine.
uh,
Are we grabbing a cheeky Nando's?
No.
Oh my god.
so
Is this... Oh, sorry, go.
are you pushing the door open?
Oh,
I guess right before... If Grim is going to push the door open, is this a good idea to do it without anything
What
but
could
this?
go wrong?
I know!
anyone?
I mean,
We have nothing but... Well,
Well-
some of us have armor, but some of us don't.
we
Is
could
this...
try and be more sneaky.
I will just give
At this point,
Elizabeth
I'm back
a
in my
look.
normal senses.
I know, I think Grim and I both just started giving Elizabeth this look of like, uh-huh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's really gonna work.
It's like, yeah, it's not our thing. However,
But-
we can always leg it.
Yeah, I guess we can like it.
Important thing to note as well, it is pitch black inside, so anybody without dark vision.
Elizabeth just goes, I have a silly idea.
What?
I could throw a light source in there.
Well,
If we're doing that, we have to be ready to go in immediately after, because if anybody's in there, they're going to know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
I'm just saying I could cast light on something and then throw it in there.
I feel like we're better off conga lining, and then when we're detected.
Conga lining.
On the line, okay.
Look, well,
Yeah.
like you two obviously can't see, but we kind of want you with us.
That
Yeah.
makes-
So, and we don't want to just illuminate everything and give us away. So, how about like well, it will probably be obvious when things kick off. Then you can light things up.
Okay.
Can you light something up and just cover
I
it?
mean, if we're walking into a mausoleum in the dark, I hope Arya doesn't mind if... And she'll just grab Arya's arms like...
It's fine.
I'm not normally scared of the dark, but it's a creepy mausoleum and there's someone in there.
I need to refresh my roll 20.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, at which point, like, after a pause, Elizabeth just goes, okay, then maybe sometimes I'm scared of the dark. But that's not important.
That's not what's at stake right now. Okay, so who's pushing open the door?
Well, I guess
Stealthiest
I guess the
person
one
to
who
do
can
it.
see in the dark.
Yeah, either.
Person who can see in the dark and person who is stealthy. I wonder who that could be.
Hmm.
Oh, I was gonna suggest I push it open because I assumed it was heavy, and we were here
Are you
first.
saying a lady can't push open a door?
Yeah, are you saying women aren't strong enough to open the doors
Are
of the
you
mausoleum?
sexist?
Wow.
Also, have you seen these arms?
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
But
the
like,
Uh,
our buff
the only
Dragonborn is
flimsy
blind.
baby here is Elizabeth. Elizabeth's the only one with minor strength.
Like our buff
I,
Dragonborn
I,
is
I will
blind.
point out, these are stone doors, but they are designed to be open, so they are hinged.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hinge this.
Okay, so who's pushing open the door?
Arya.
Arya is pushing open the door.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arya, you lean on the door. It does not budge.
What?
I went to push really hard.
Okay, make a strength check.
That's not really
Okay.
hard.
Wow.
Yes. And you hear the stone door hit something on the other side. It just goes kung.
Bard?
Okay, it looks like the door might be blocked.
Hmm. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
Scarlet see if there's something on the other side of the door?
Yeah, she can squeeze through. Scarlet squeezes through, looks to the left, to the behind the door. There's what looks like a large metal urn has been pushed up against the door.
Yeah, there's definitely something blocking it.
Well. guess at least that eliminates sort of stealth, element of stealth. So
Yeah, I don't think we can be stealthy with that there. Assuming this is like that's like just a door. It's not like a double door and it's only blocking one of them.
It is a set of double doors. You haven't tried the second one.
well, I
Try the
assume-
other door.
Well, actually,
look.
with Scarlet looking through, there's another urn behind that door as well.
Okay, yeah, they're both blocked. Fuck.
Can we see into there?
Actually, can we? Could we push the urn with if we had a long rod of some sort?
Stick.
Well,
we
I got
can-
a long rod for you
we-
right here.
Wow.
I was going to say if there is any space in there that I can see, I can just Misty step in there and move one of the urns.
You can do that, yeah.
Perhaps.
Do it.
Oh, that's
Um,
true.
Oh yeah.
Does it look like there? I don't know. Like I guess Scarlet can Scarlet see it.
Wait.
Because otherwise,
If
dangerous.
anyone missed these steps, maybe we should not send the blind person
Yeah,
lift a fucking urn.
in the dark.
Yeah, but also there's light coming in.
Yeah,
through the door.
there is enough ambient light, and it's fairly easy to find because it's huge and right in front of the door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
but
on,
like
give
you
us
also
some
need to-
credit.
like you still need to move it somewhere and all that stuff. So
You only have to move it
Plus-
like 5 feet backwards.
yeah, but like, what if like everything else in that room is like at least Arya can see. Like, she has this Kelariis will have this little bit of vision, and if somebody stabs her in the back, so be it. But
Okay, she's not that blind because there's light
Damn.
coming in through the door.
yeah, but that's like just the front of the room. I don't imagine the rest of the entire thing is lit.
And also,
Well-
she could survive a shot or two.
Well, one of us do it because we're wasting time, whatever it is.
Clarice, just do it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Shh. You're on the other side. You have 20 strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's big.
So, these are basically almost like large amphoras. It's heavy and it's filled with something that weighs an absolute ton, and you have no idea what it is. But with your 20 strength, you just sort of squat, move it enough, and pull the door open.
Nice.
And
See, we're fine.
yeah, 4 of you and dog step inside, and
Fey Dragon.
dragon. Yeah, dragon hops up on your shoulder.
Gotta get that magic resist.
I just realized something.
Mm.
Wouldn't we have taken Fasira with us out for food?
I thought the whole point of her staying there was to
Oh no,
have
she was
somebody
in
to.
the. Oh no, I forgot
Yeah,
she was
she's-
staying
Yeah,
in the.
she's back at the.
Yeah, I
yeah.
forgot that. I forgot about
She's
that.
your anti-doppelganger measure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 4 of you, dog and dragon, step inside, and on that we'll take a short break.